dodging a debate makes him look like the coward that he is. So, and she challenged him to another one immediately. He wants no part of it.
It's not anti-feminist to say that in addition to doing everything men can do intellectually, women also have another power, the power of the ultimatum.
The Tan Andreas fault, our former president Donald Trump, is cracking under pressure. His tectonic plates are moving a lot lately.
In this video, we're diving into Trump's latest tantrum, but it's not about politics or fake news. It's about jokes, specifically jokes about his marriage to Melania. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. We'll break down the zingers from Jimmy Kimmel and Bill Maher that sent Trump over the edge. Plus, we'll look at Trump's bizarre response. Spoiler alert, it involves a garbage truck. Trump's latest social media rant against Jimmy Kimmel is a doozy, folks. The former president decided to unleash his inner keyboard warrior, calling Kimmel talentless and blaming him for bad ratings. In true Trump fashion, he hammered out an all-caps masterpiece: no talent equals bad ratings. The eloquence of a man who definitely doesn't have thin skin. But here's the kicker. Trump's attempt to trash talk Kimmel backfired spectacularly. Instead of tanking Kimmel's show, Trump's insults actually gave it a boost. Talk about an unexpected plot twist. Kimmel's ratings spiked faster than Trump's blood pressure at a salad bar. It seems like every time Trump tries to take a swing at late night hosts, he ends up punching himself in the face. Comedy experts are having a field day with this. They're saying Trump is basically handing comedians material on a silver platter. He's like a walking, talking, and tweeting punchline factory. One expert quipped, "Trump is comedic gold. He's so unpredictable and absurd. It's like he's writing the jokes for us." Poor Donnie, he's become the class clown, but he doesn't realize he's the butt of the joke.
The voters and voter polls showed it, but the fake news media wasn't giving the credit that was due. Wow. Remember, I wasn't debating one person, I was debating three. They should fire everybody at ABC Fake News.
It's not anti-feminist to say that in addition to doing everything men can do intellectually, women also have another power, the power of the ultimatum.
If you won't feel an earthquake if you're wearing Crocs. They act as a shock absorber, and you're totally safe if you wear them. That's true. I learned that from J.D. Vance.
So how did Kimmel respond to Trump's tantrum? Well, he didn't just clap back. He diagnosed the former president. According to Kimmel, Trump is suffering from a severe case of Trump derangement syndrome. That's right, folks. The man who coined the term to describe his critics is now being labeled with it himself. It's like accusing someone of having cooties and then catching them yourself. But wait, there's more. Trump's meltdown didn't just give Kimmel a ratings boost, it sparked a comedy revolution. Other late-night hosts smelled blood in the water, and they're circling like sharks at a Mar-a-Lago pool party. It's as if Trump flipped a switch, and suddenly every comedian in America decided to roast him like a turkey at Thanksgiving. As we dive into how other comedians jumped on the Trump bashing bandwagon, remember this: in the world of comedy, Trump isn't just low-hanging fruit. He's a fruit that fell off the tree, rolled down a hill, and landed in a pile of laughs. Stay tuned as we explore how the comedy world united against the man who can't take a joke. Hold on to your MAGA hats, because the comedy world just pulled a Taylor Swift and said, "We are never ever getting back together," to Trump.
Toss his boxy clown suits on the front lawn. Just tell him, "I'm leaving you and I'm taking our child." He would be stunned. We have a child?
Dodging a debate makes him look like the coward that he is. So, and she challenged him to another one immediately. He wants no part of it.
Because there's another former model who's also married to a super rich Republican monster, Mrs. Rupert Murdoch, Jerry Hall.
But wait, could all this Trump bashing actually backfire? Let's dive into the late night comedy pile on and see who comes out on top. It's like someone rang a dinner bell and every comedian in America showed up with their sharpest Trump jokes. The gloves are off and these comics aren't pulling any punches. Bill Maher, never one to mince words, took aim at Trump's marriage. He suggested Melania should channel her inner Taylor Swift and break up with the Donald. Maher quipped, "Your unhappiness is obvious. Just tell him I'm leaving you and I'm taking our child." Ouch, that's gotta sting more than Trump's spray tan. But here's the thing, all this Trump roasting isn't just for laughs. It's like a comedic resistance movement. These late night hosts are using humor as a weapon against political bullying. It's like they're fighting fire with funny, and Trump's the one getting burned. Now, you might be thinking, isn't it risky for these comedians to keep poking the orange bear? Well, yeah, it could be. Some folks are calling their jokes cringe or out of touch. But here's the kicker.
Still trying to convince the MAGAverse that he didn't blow it on Tuesday night against Kamala Harris, even though he is clearly terrified of facing her again.
Maybe it falls to you now, Melania. You can end this reign of terror, and all you have to do is channel your inner Taylor Swift and walk out the door.
But wait, what happened to this guy?
Anytime, anywhere, anyplace.
Somehow he went from anytime, anywhere, any place to there will be no third debate.
The criticism actually shows how well these jokes are landing with people who aren't big fans of Trump. It's like the comedians are preaching to the choir, and the choir's laughing its collective butt off. But it's not just about getting giggles. These jokes are doing some heavy lifting in the world of public opinion. Studies show that when comedians make fun of politicians, it doesn't just entertain people, it gets them thinking. It's like the jokes are little seeds of doubt, making people question their views on Trump. So what's the impact of all this comedic firepower aimed at Trump? Well, it's like he made such a mess with Puerto Ricans. They're now throwing paper towels at him. Remember that bizarre moment? It's the gift that keeps on giving for comedians. But here's where it gets really interesting. This united front of comedians against Trump might have some unexpected consequences. Could all this laughter actually make Trump stronger? Could it backfire and rally his supporters? Or is laughter really the best medicine for what ails American politics? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, as long as Trump keeps tweeting, the comedians will keep roasting. It's the circle of political life, folks. So Trump's thin skin has turned him into comedy's favorite punching bag.
The Tan Andreas fault, our former president Donald Trump, is cracking under pressure. His tectonic plates are moving a lot lately. He's
The man who got Trump elected and keeps his base ignorant. The man who killed Australia's carbon tax. I know he's rich, but is it worth Western civilization?
It was 3 against 1. Trump got humiliated by Kamala, the moderators, and by himself, primarily.
Who knew the man with the nuclear codes would be so easily rattled by a few jokes? It's like watching a reality TV star try to run a country. Oh wait, that's exactly what happened. But here's the thing, all this laughter might actually be the best weapon against political bullying. It's hard to be scared of someone when you're too busy giggling at their tantrums. As Bill Maher said, humor is a powerful tool against authority. Maybe that's why Trump hates it so much. So what's next for our orange-tinted friend? My bet's on him having a meltdown over a mean tweet from a cartoon character. Grumpy Trumpy versus SpongeBob SquarePants. Now that's a pay-per-view event I'd watch.